All right. Good evening once again. Welcome to Digital Zeal. So let me confirm my audio again, at least for one person, please. Just one person. Let me confirm if the audio is good. Are we good?
Good, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm actually surprised to see everybody in the house, which shows that we are all scared of the presentation of the yesterday's section. But I will still advise, I think it was only one person that reached out to me. I'm talking about the people that were not in yesterday's section that are here, that complained that I think she was having issue with her network or something like that. But the rest, there was no update. I think Mrs. Antonia was trying to log in, but then we have already closed the line. Mr. King, there was no information from you. So, but what is going to happen is that I will encourage us to make sure that we complete that project. So whenever you feel that it's ready, you can notify us probably before we conclude SQL. Once that your Excel project is ready, just notify us, and we will just give you probably 20-30 minutes in one of the sessions for you to do your presentation. It's very important you do that project. Very, very important, please. All right, so sorry for joining late. The network was not too good. Like I've already notified us in the group, we are going into SQL, and the way we are going to learn it, SQL is a programming language, so we are not going to learn it like we learned Excel. It's a programming language which is very much used for or useful for data analytics as well, particularly when it comes to analyzing website data or data in database. So being a programming language, we start with giving us some foundation before we start relating it with the main business, which is data analysis. So let's look at what is SQL. So just to give us the scope of what we are going to cover in this section, we are going to look at general introduction to SQL. We will know what SQL is all about as a pure programming language. And then we will also look at some basic syntax. And then before that, we will look at how to set up the SQL environments in our system before we can use it to analyze data. So I just hope that we are able to complete that, so I will know that before the next class, we all have our SQL or framework installed and well configured. So a lot of configurations are involved here, which you must know, because wherever you find yourself, you are expected to know how to set up the system for you to be able to analyze data with your SQL framework. So let's start with the definition. What is SQL? The full meaning of SQL is structured query language. The full meaning of SQL is structured query language. So SQL means the full meaning is what? Structure query language. That's the full meaning. Then in some materials, it might also be expressed as standard query language. So whichever definition or whichever expression you see is still correct. But when we say standard, it means that what? It is also what? Structured. So it's a standard programming language are used to communicate with relational database. I said is a standard programming language. Standard programming language used to communicate with relational. So there are some keywords that I would like to explain. That's why I'm writing it. Relational database. Relational database. Now, when we use the word relation, we are talking about a data structure which has two axes. That is the x-axis, let's say the vertical axis and the y-axis. And that is where the word relational. So in a practical term, we can say the word relation here represents table. So let me try and break it down a little bit for us to understand. So what we are saying is that this is, when we say SQL is a standard programming language used to communicate with relational database, because we have different types of database. We have MongoDB, we have a lot of them, so that we know the one we are talking about. Now, this is like the table. This is the table structure. Then I have another table here. This is also the structure of the table. So a table structure has, or let's say table is a two-dimensional array structure. Like I've established before, in a table you have the vertical axis, and then you have the horizontal axis. Now, in your table structure, or before the table, we have this. Just try to explain that definition so that to be very clear to some of us that have not come across this language before. So this first box that is closing both of them is representing database. We are going to understand all these terms in a moment, but I just want to explain all this so that we can understand that definition. So this is a database. Now let's go back. If we say that SQL is a standard programming language used to communicate with relational database. So the main focus here is database. So which means that until we understand database, we may not understand this definition. So for that reason, I will just step out and talk about database, and then I come back to this definition. Now, let's split it into two. Hope I'll be able to write it fast. I believe you all know this already. Database. Don't mind my writing. Okay, now let's split it into two. Let's divide it here. Every one of us in this class know what is called data to be what? Raw facts, or in this context, we can say information. Now, if we are dividing it into two, and we have already know that data means information. Now, let's look at the singular meaning of base. Base here is talking about the location. It's talking about a location. Now, which means that if I join the two words together, database, it means where data are stored. And that is why we can define database as the collection of related table or records from the IT perspective. The collection of related table or record. So which means that where data are stored, whether in websites, whether in your local machine, that place is qualified to be described as database. So we can also redefine it as data container. Data container. So if I'm to conceptualize it, if I'm to visualize it to the manual data processing system, if you visit an office, you see a cabinet, and inside the cabinet, you will see different files inside it. So the whole of that cabinet, I think if you go to the bank, you see it, they constructed it with iron, and then there are different cabinets you bring out. So the whole of that is the database, which means that the whole of that frame contain what? Data, is where they store data. But the data are segmented because of their functions. So I just picture that so that you understand why I said this first box represents database. Now, let's look at that definition. I said database is the collection of related tables. So I will have said database is the collection of data, two or more data. But that one is a general definition. But I'm trying to use a technical definition so that it can align with the diagram and what exactly we want to use this programming language for. Remember that we are learning this language for a purpose. So I'll try as much as possible to customize it to fit that which we are learning it for. So I said database is the collection of related table. Now let's understand table. So table is this. This one is called table. It's table. Now, if this is called table, the next question is, what is then a table? How do we define table technically? Looking at its role in database management system. A table can be defined as the collection of related fields and records. A table can be defined as a collection of related fields and record. Then we can also say that the word field that I used there, we can refer to it as attributes. We can also refer to them as label. Make sure that you understand all these illustration, because we are going to write code. Remember I said it's a programming language. So we are going to write code to design all this, both the database itself, the table, and adding record. Though in data analytics, the data set will have been given to you, But like I said, I am going to take us through the basic of the language first before we switch fully into using the language to analyze data. So right now, whatever I am teaching you, I can say that is a kind of interconnected to those that will learn SQL for just because they want to become database administrators, and those that want to learn SQL for data analytics. So this is just like the general knowledge that every one of us must have, so that when you start using it in your own field, you will understand it very well. So all these vertical spaces that I am labeling with these arrows, they are called the table what? Field or attributes. They are part of what forms the table structure. So anytime you go for an interview and they ask you that, okay, if you can speak SQL, what are the basic things or what are the basic syntax or basic terminologies that you must know or that you know? You mention, okay, I understand what is called database. I understand what is called table. I understand what is called rows, and all this I'm explaining. Now, these spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are called the table structure attributes. Let's define the word attribute. I hope you are making your notes. Let's define the word attribute. The word attribute means a property of a table or an element of a table that gives additional description or information about the table itself. So why are we labeling this as attribute? For example, if I put ID here, that ID is an attribute. That ID is also called field name. That ID is also called what? The attribute label. So which means that this ID only exists to tell me what is expected to come in here, what is expected to come in here, what is expected to come in here. So which means that this ID is a table property that describes the data property or data type or information that are meant to be imputed here. I hope somebody is getting it. Can I get a response, please? Network. Okay. Though I couldn't get you very well. The network is breaking. Okay, so now in the same table, we have another structure. We have all these spaces. We have all these spaces. We have all this. We have all this. Now, these are what you and I know from Excel to be what? Rows. While all these that I just mentioned now from Excel, we refer to them as column. Now, but in SQL, these horizontal spaces, they are called the table what? Series, which also represents the rows. They are called the series. Now, the boxes, they are called what? The table data. In other words, the boxes holds the what? The values directly. They are like units of container or units boxes where we enter the information directly. So having said that, now let's go back to that definition. I believe with these few things I've explained, you will now be able to understand why we said that SQL is a structured query language, which is also, like I said, a standard programming language used to communicate with relational database. Relational database. Now you understand what is called database. So which means that in one database, we can have two or more relations. So a table in SQL is also referred to as relation. So here we have this as relation 1, this as relation 2. Now, why are we using the word relation? Because there is probability of some of the record you have here relating to the record you have in this record table. And that is why we use that term relational database, a database that contains tables where some of the values or the attributes in the table involved are related. So let's get that well understood. So just to add to that definition, it is used because somebody can ask you when you go for an interview, what is actually the main usage of this programming language, SQL. So you can reply like this, that SQL is used to store, retrieve, manipulate, and analyze data. Let's retake it again. SQL is used to store, retrieve, manipulate, and analyze data. So which means that the whole essence of SQL can be divided into what this aspect I just mentioned. For storing data, for retrieving data. Retrieving data means to call back data, to fetch data. For example, if I use a website, where you fill a form and you click on submit, those information goes to the back end. And where are they going to be stored? In that back end. So the web developer must have created a database, and he or she will have connected the back end database to each of those forms. So by the time you click submit, those information knows where to go at the back end. And that is why it is required that you as a data analyst should also understand this language. Why? Because websites is one of the place where most of the data you'll be given to analyze are stored. So, all this while you are using Excel, your data are not being retrieved from a website. So what about if a company like Jumia or any other company that have purchased a cloud storage, either from Azure or from Google, and they say that, okay, the data you want to analyze, they are stored in a digital database. So all you need is for you to have access to it, and then you'll be able to write SQL query statements to be able to analyze your data. And that is why it concerns you and I as data analysts, because sometimes you may ask, why am I learning this? Why will I learn Excel and still learn SQL? There are a lot of limitations to knowing only Excel. I believe we should have known that by now. Or if you don't know SQL, this language, you may not be able to handle or to analyze data from websites. So it's very, very important. If you travel out of the country, this is one of the most useful data analytics tool or environment, because in developed country, most of their data are stored in the cloud using this database, using this SQL language. In other words, those places where those data are stored Please confirm if you can still hear me. Sorry for that.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I was only trying to explain to us why it is very, very important you pay more attention in understanding this language. Even though if it appears difficult to you or simple, just make sure that you understand it so that you won't face that limitation. Okay, so now that we understand the basics, what are words we have been able to explain so far? Now we know what SQL is as a structured query language, also a programming language which is used to communicate with relational database. That's database with collection of tables. And then we have also been able to explain the database structure and the table structure, that a table has attributes which defines the type of values collected vertically, and the table has ID which identify the rows and the record in your database. Now, before we go into understanding the softwares involved for you to be able to analyze data with SQL, I want us to know that even though database is defined as collection of related table with related records, that doesn't mean that if you are asked in an interview that are records stored directly in a database, your answer should be no. Records are never stored directly in a database. Instead, they are stored in tables, and the table is one of part of the database structure with columns and rows. So please, I just want to clear that because at times they might ask you. So that is why the order we are going to go is that you create a database. If you look at that diagram, you create the database first, and then inside the database, you will now create your tables. Then inside the table, you will now Sorry, I know the network because of the rain. Okay, so I believe that is understood. Any question before we go into the software's installation and how to set up the environment? Any question? Any question on what I've explained so far? You have any question,
No,
please?
sir.
Okay. All right. So now,
No.
okay. Okay. Now, let me add network is I can't really hear you. It's as if the voice is breaking before it will knock down the network. Okay, maybe when the network is balanced, you can write down the question. I believe you are trying to say something. I can't really. Sorry, Mrs. Hannah. Maybe I'll come back to you later. I know you're trying to say something, but the network was not good. But I'll come back to you. Just note down what you're saying. Okay, so before we go into the setting up our development environment, now we need to know that every programming language needs an environment or a development environment for you to speak it. For those of us that have learned one or two programming languages, you understand what I'm saying. For example, now you want to, because programming is the art of writing codes, art of writing instruction, on the computer to perform a specific task. Since we are saying that SQL is a programming language, then we need to understand all this before we go into that setup. So I will know why. Why can't I use Excel to speak SQL. No, Excel is an application and it has its own language, which is called the VBA. But here you are about to speak another language. So the next thing you do is for you to understand the development environment, the platform in which that language can be spoken. That is what, because for every programming language you want to speak, you must request for a platform that understands it, a platform that helps that understand the language so that when you write the code can be executed and produce the expected results. Now, for us as data analysts, in other words, we already have a goal of approaching this language. We are not learning this language to become database administrators. But if you can stay with me, because the module I'm going to use to train us, though I may not be using 100% terminologies of somebody that is being trained to become database administrator, I'll be using more of our field terms, but most of those things I'm going to be doing, they are the same knowledge that the person that wants to learn it for database administrator or administration we use it for. It's just that the terms will be different. Now, what I'm saying is that we need to set up an environment for us to okay, somebody saying okay, sorry, I thought it's my network. Okay, now we need to set up a development environment which is usually called IDE. I'm going this way because I understand that majority of us have not learned any programming language so that you will not be lost. IDE. This IDE means Integrated Development Environment. So these are created applications mainly for programmers like you and I, for us to be able to write codes, which are instructions, and also be able to what to deploy the code, to execute the code. So that is the purpose of this set of software called what? IDEs. So if you are learning Python, there are IDE that when you write Python code syntax, that IDE should be able to understand Python. So bringing it here, so we as data analysts, since we want to speak SQL, we need to look for a development environment that can emulate SQL. All right. Now, for the web developer, we teach them this SQL using PHP MySQL. But for data analytics, we train you with what we call what? MySQL Workbench, which is one of the most prescribed environment for data analysts to learn SQL for data analytics. But after the whole class, I am still going to show us another version. Thank God I have a website, because why I feel you should know that is that, you know, they prescribe a particular version for us to learn. And when we start, you now know the reason why that workbench is prescribed for us. They did not really do anything wrong. But on my own, I just feel that if I give somebody that learn this SQL 100% with just workbench, if by tomorrow I employ you and I give you my website and I say, okay, locate where you can find your development environment within my website so that you can analyze my data directly from my website, because I don't want you to lift the information to your local server. You are going to face a challenge, and that is why we are going to end the class with that. You can note it down. Any day I say the class is ending and I have not exposed you to that one of website, please remind me. It's just 30 minutes class, just for you to know how to access it and how the same code that you are writing here are also implementable there. So now where I'm going now is that SQL is a server-side programming language. Outside the first definition I gave you, you can have this one, that SQL is a server-side programming language. So what do we mean by server-side? The server-side means what? The language of the back end. The language of the back end, which means that if it is a server side, it means that it needs a server. It means that it is a programming language that cannot be run or that cannot run on its own. It must be installed on top of a server. So that is why the first application we are going to install right now is the server. So anytime you want to install SQL as a programming language, now that you know that it's a server-side programming language, you start by setting up the server, because the server is like the engine. It's like what provides services, what activates that workbench. So the workbench alone cannot be installed. For example, for those that I don't think, okay, I know I have some of them here. For those that are learning data analytics with Python, you have to install Anaconda. The end of that Anaconda is just to give you the server what services. So for SQL, you must have a server. So which means that we are going to install two software. One is a server, one is a framework, because when you go for an interview, they can also ask you, if you understand SQL, which framework do you use? There you will now mention, I use Workbench. They can ask you, which server do you use? Because they know that you cannot run SQL as a standalone language. You have to go through a server. So then you will now mention what? I use MySQL server. We have Microsoft Studio Management Server. We have a SQL server. SQL server is not the same thing as MySQL server. All right. Now the difference is that it's just like versions. It's just like different software developed by different people, but they are created to offer almost the same services. But with just like we have MTN and Glo, they are all offering us the same services, making call and data services, but they are two different brands. So MySQL is now called, it was initially called SQL. That's why when you are following these Oyibo people, what they'll be calling is SQL. You'll not be hearing them mentioning MySQL. So it was My Crown. I think that is the name of the person, the lady that purchased it from the company called SQL. And then when she purchased it, she now named her own. Her name is My Crown. So she now remove crown and add mine. So that mine you are saying there is the way of taking part of her name to identify her own version. So don't let all this confuse you. If it is server you install, fine. If it is Microsoft Studio Management you install, fine. But one thing that remains the same is SQL language is SQL language. The way you speak it in one of these version, that is how you speak it. But you might see some differences, but not up to 5%. Not up to 5%. When we start writing query statements, I will reference it. So that is why all you need to do is that, if you have already know how to write it in MySQL, and probably you are working with maybe another platform and you are writing that same syntax that works in one version and it's not working, all you need to do is just to contact that ChatGPT that, okay, I'm trying to execute this same code on this version. Then you get to know that particular syntax. But like I'm saying, the difference between all of them is not up to 5%, which means that 95% of the way you speak it in any of the version is almost the same with other one, except that 5%. I believe that is noted to avoid confusion when you come across different people using different platform. So what matters is the language, So the platform you execute it is not a priority so long you understand the language. That is what you should focus on. Now, when you're talking about the server, now let's go with the server. You can be doing it at the same time as I am doing it. So we have up to 1 hour to complete that process. And make sure that you write down your steps. Please make sure you write down your steps because the steps are actually much. Setting up the server, then, but what we are going to do in this case to make it easier for us, we are going to use one stone to kill two of them. We are going to install the server and the Workbench at the same time. You can decide to install the server separately, and then you go and download Workbench and install it separately. So, but what we are going to do now is that we will pick the option that constitute both of them, so that once we are done with the entire installation, we have automatically installed the server and the Workbench. The only thing we will now do while we are still going through the process, we will not connect them because you must connect them because the Workbench depends on the server. All right. Okay, so let me confirm if my network is still good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. So now the first step, you open a browser. It could be your Google Chrome or any other browser. Just hope that the network should be good. If I notice the network is not good here, I may ask one of you to share your screen so that we can complete it. But just make sure you are taking note of your step. So now, the next thing you do, you search for the version you want to use, the server version. So using so you type MySQL, just take it this way, download. It's an open source, it means it is free. You don't have to pay for it. So download MySQL server, MySQL server, MySQL server for Windows. Then once you click, and go, my network is going. Now, once you click, you are going to see different versions that will be prompted. So download MySQL installer for Windows via MySQL download. So let me check if I have more options. If I have more options, let me go down. Okay, so we have download MySQL installer. If you look at the website, so this is the direct website, www.dev.mysql.com. Let's check this. www.mysql. I want to go with it because this is their real website, but this still connect to this. So let me go with this. So you click on this. Make sure you download from a trusted vendor so that you don't fall into the hand of malware. So now, let me see if I can reduce the screen so that we can see everything. I'm still assessing this, whether this is actually where I want to get it from. Now, look at it. Whichever one you are downloading, make sure that you don't go for this one that says what? Enterprise. That one is a pro version. Go for the one that carry what? Community. So let me see if I follow my SQL early access related this website structure. Let me see. Okay. Going back, I want to check a more organized interface. So let me go with the first one to see what I have there. Having issue here. Let me see. Try free. I don't want. It's like this one is taking me to. Just hold on. Looking for a more organized. Okay, perfect. So this is exactly where I'm going to. So now you can see that the version that I'm looking for is here 8.0. Make sure that anyone you are downloading should not be less than 8.0 because the workbench you are going to use is 8.0. So if you download a version that is less than 8.0, you might have issue of compatibility. So now you come down here. So this is where I want to explain something to us. Now here you select version, which is already on the highest version. Now we have select operating system. We are downloading to be installed in Windows. So we select what? Windows. Then your window has two architecture. If your window is not 64 bits, then it should be what? 32 bits. So how do I know if my window can accept 64 bits? Though you don't have issue because this 83, this 80, 85, sorry, 86 represent 32 bits, while represent 64. Why this one is what? 32 bits. So which means that the copy that you download comes with configuration for both operating system architecture. So you don't have to worry. Now I wanted to show us, but just in case you want to know, you can just click on your file, and then from your file, you right click on this PC, just in case you want to know your system architecture, then select what? Properties. So from there, you should be able to know whether your system is 64 bits or is 32 bits. So you get the information from here under your about system. So you can see a CPU. Let me expand this so that we can see all the analysis. So you can see that this is 64 bits. Where is this? This is 64 bits. So that is for those that want to check their own. So I'm going to go with, so coming back to this, just make sure that you pay attention. I don't want to rush this aspect so that before the next class, I want to make sure that every one of us must have installed this server. Now, we have these two options. We have this one that says MySQL MSI installer. And if you look at the volume the volume, this is 2.1 megabytes. This is 500. So this one is very high. This one we download as a zip file. Then you will now start looking for the actual file that you need. So for that reason, I'm going with this. So once you click on that, you'll be prompted to this environment. And then just in case you have account with Oracle, because Oracle is the one that created, is the one in charge of anything that has to do with what? SQL. Now, if you have an account with them, you can sign into your account and then download there. But if you don't have an account, you can simply select this option that says, no thanks, just start my download. So just click on it and then you hold on for the next step. Just hope that the network should be friendly. So if you are following me, I believe by now you must have prompted a different interface. Let me see if I can switch to another network. Because we need strong network for this. Just give me a few minutes. This, who is doing the same thing with me? I want to confirm from your end. All right, I think the download is already completed, though it's showing internet interrupted, but I think one of them is completed. Now, let's go for the installation. Once you are done with the download, let's go for the installation. Of course, when you download anything from the internet, it goes to your default download folder, except you have changed the directory. And how do you access the default folder? You go to your file explorer, this icon here, and then you go to download. So from here, whatever you download should be able to be listed here. So now you just double click on it, then you wait for the installer interface to open. Now, mind you, you can only have one SQL port in your system. If you have already configured any server to port 3306, that is the port SQL uses, it will not go. So in case you have done any configuration that has to do with SQL, either another version, so you either stick to that version or you remove that version and put in this. You cannot install two of them at the same time on the same system. So I'm waiting for the installer to open up. I hope you are taking note of your step, and if you are fast, you can be doing it same time. So make sure you are taking note of what is happening here. Okay. So this is why you are doing this. Make sure that you have strong internet, because most of the dependencies will be synchronized from the internet database. Now, look at it here. There are different versions. Choose a setup type. What type of setup do you want to do? Look at this one, says server only. And there is a description that says if you are going with this option, you only install MySQL Server products. And if you install only that product, you will have to go and install the Workbench. It means at the end of this installation, you go back to that website and go and download what? Workbench. Now, I want to check clients. If you are going with clients, these are the description. Install only the MySQL client product without a server. Then this is where we are going. Now, why do I want to go with this option? Let's read here. Install all the products available in this catalog, including, you must see this option, Workbench. If it's not listed, it means that after installing the server, you are going to what? Install it separate. So now we are going with this option. So under choosing your setup type, you choose full option. After that, you click on next. And then after next, it's going to display all these requirements as the dependencies, which means that these are the Microsoft Visual languages that supports the services of this language. So if they are not present, then the language will not offer the required services to the framework where you want to speak it. So you have to make sure that they are all what? Installed. You can't turn them, you can't select the one you want here. All you need is just to click on what? Execute, not next. Execute, which means that what? You are adopting all of them. They should all be initialized. So you click on what? Execute. Then you will notice when you click on execute, what does it say? The data language failed. So let me check again and see. That could be internet. Just to know why that is failing. Okay, so you can see that is already what? Installing. That's why I say you need a very strong network. So once you finish, it's going to execute all of them. Once it's completed, then it will now allow us to go to the next interface. So I would like to know if anybody is following me, just to know your progress so far. If you are doing the same thing, let me know. You may have a better network that may make your own to be going faster. Is anybody doing it alongside? I I was asking if anybody is doing the same thing. Suggests that the network is not that too strong, but it's going. Is anybody doing the same thing? So I will hear from you.
Mr. Prosper, can you hear me? I'm doing the same thing. Oh.
Where is your own
Mine
now?
has mine is showing another interface.
My own is where you are now. Some have downloaded, some are showing red exclamation mark.
Okay, can you share your screen so that
Okay, sir.
let me stop sharing. Then I'll come on those people that are working. Please go ahead and share your screen. Let me see.
Network, help me.
The
I've sent a request.
the network today, I know that with this heavy rain and this.
So I've sent request.
Yes, I have accepted. Just go ahead and share. You can share, or I've already accepted
I'm
your.
sharing, sir. The thing is just slow.
Okay. It's coming now. It's coming.
Ah, Mr. Prosper.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can see my screen now.
Yes. Okay. What you would do now, click on the cancel. Let me see. Click on cancel. Let me see. Okay, some of them are still even going. No.
Yes. I don't cancel. Okay, no, let me not cancel.
Just leave it. When those ones that are going complete the entire process. Okay, yeah, no
It's
worry.
complete. Work
No,
here.
no worry. No error came out because of that cancellation. Click on back. Don't worry. Click on back. It might even resolve that. Click on back. Are you there now? Click on back.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, click on next. Don't worry. Click on next. I think your own is even going faster than mine. Just hold on. We will have allowed those ones that are reading. I thought all of them are completed, remaining the ones that are not going. But just hold on. Okay, so just allow. You can see that almost all of them are working now. So in case it happens to you like that, just allow those ones that are downloading, and when they are completed, then you go back, then to now shortlist only those ones that are yet to be installed.
Oh. Okay, sir.
So just hold on. Let's just use your own tool. It's like your own will be faster. Because if I follow my own, so it's still showing 2%. I can take time to do my own later. But everybody, let's just stay on her screen. I think our own will allow us to finish this process on time. Just hold on. Don't mind that one that is showing that we'll come back to it. Let others work. Let others complete. Kosi, right? Kosi, so you're only showing different environments. Say something like that. Can Kosi hear me?
So my own has already only installed one.
Your own only installed one. Okay, just hold on. Let me just let's ensure that this one is good. Then we can come to your screen.
Okay.
If you don't have an Oracle account, do we need to create an account for Oracle before we proceed?
No. I didn't go with the one-up account now. I click on that. Just download. Thank you. Just download. There was an option under it where you have that sign in and sign up. There was an option there. We can no longer see, I think, a network. Kosi, I think you can quickly share your screen now before she comes up. Let's see what's going on there. Do I still have another person that is going through the process except these two people?
I don't know how to share my screen. No.
Are you using laptop?
Yes.
This is Sarah. What do we do now? Okay. If you look at your Zoom app at the bottom, you can see participant, you can see share, you can see react, right? Can you see those buttons at the bottom? Kosi, please unmute and talk to us. Can you hear us, Kosi?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see participant? Can you see chat? Can you see react? Can you see share? Down part of your Zoom app, can you see those buttons that I just mentioned, where you can see audio, where you can see video?
Yes.
Oh yeah, be calling those buttons for me.
Participant, chat, react, share, and more.
Yeah, click on that share. Click on that share. What do you have?
I have different screens.
When you click on the share, what are the options? What are the different screens you are seeing?
Entire screen, application windows.
Entire screen. Click on that one.
Yeah.
What do you now have?
I have. Hey, there are so many things here. I have like different screens, like different pages that are on my screen now. Let me show you this one.
Just click on share after picking that one. Yes, we are coming on your screen now. Just hold on. This is your screen now. Your own is still installing now. Your own is still going. Kosi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Is it only this one that has installed? That is that the
You
place
have
it
to
to
wait.
stop?
Yes, we have to wait. It's possible that you are having network issue. You can see that your back, your executes, your nest, they are not active. It means it's still working. Once
Okay.
the process is completed, either execute or nest will come up.
Okay.
So you have to wait now as it is now. Something is still going. Maybe your network. Just hold on. Don't
Okay,
click
sir.
on cancel.
Okay.
So who else is doing the same thing? Mrs. Hannah is not back yet. Maybe she's battling with let me check my own. So let me share my screen so that it's still network issue. You need a very strong network. This one failed, so the second one is still at 18%. So let's just wait. Let me stop the recording for now. Now, this is a plugin. Actually, most of us that have installed Office, this particular plugin will have been installed. Where it's requesting for it, it means that it's one of the requirements for you to install that program. So you click on I agree. If you're on the internet, it will automatically install it. So click on agree and then click on install so that you install it automatically. Oh yeah, good, successfully. Click on close, click on close. What happened? We can no longer see your screen. Kosi, we can't see your screen again.
They said I closed it. That's why they stopped sharing.
Go back to your app now. Let me see. Your app. After the installation, go back, click on the app that was installing. Okay, good. So you can see that. Good. Now we can go with our own, I think, our hand. Now click on next. Click on next. Click on next, Kosi. Click on next. Okay, now all these are ready to download. So you are going to click on execute so that they can all be downloaded. Click on execute. Click on execute. And wait, so it will also execute everything 100%. So others, please, let's follow this since this HANA system is not up. So this is actually going very fast. So let's make sure that we take note of the steps. So I'll make sure that I will have set up my own before the next class if we complete the process with our own. Let's hold on. Hopefully, okay. Let me pause the recording so that was done. Almost. Make sure you don't sign out to assistant. Now we are going to exceed 10 o'clock because we have to complete the process. I think after this, the next step will not be that too much. What's done? What happened? Pussy, you have stopped sharing.
I don't know what happened though.
Oh, in the Windows, I think it's almost done now.
Mm.
If you can share again quickly. It's coming up now. All right, so now you click on next. Click on next, Kosi, please. Next. Don't go back. Oh, I say next. Are you not seeing what you are clicking? Click on next. Click on next. Next. Next.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I hope you have not returned everything. Yeah, click on that execute. Let me see. Just hold on. Though we are not seeing anything. I don't know why you click on. Just hold on. Let's see what that. Is it that you were not seeing your screen before? Just hold on. Just hold on. It's working at the background.
Okay, I was not seeing it before. The Zoom names were like covering it, so I did not see it.
When we thought we are almost through. Okay, let's just hold on. Can you scroll? Use that horizontal scroll. Let's see whether there are some things that your nothing is showing there. Now, Patty, I just hope that it should come because nothing is showing at all. That check requirement, can you select it? Try and see if it's selectable. That check requirement, up, where you have download. Before you click, make sure you hear what I'm saying very well. Here you have check requirements. Choose a setup type. Under it, you have check requirements. Can you select? Can you click on top of it? Not here.
Where?
By your left hand side, where you have,
Yes.
yes, down, check requirements. Make sure you hear what I'm saying before you click. Click on it. Let me see whether it's selectable. Have you tried
Not.
clicking?
Yes, sir.
This one is like you have already. The following products will be downloaded. It's as if that back you went. I hope.
Do not spoil it too.
Well, we can't see any of those things again now. The whole of this place that is empty shouldn't have been empty.
Ah, God, I beg. Oh. Can network be the problem? Let's check this show details now.
Yeah, click on it. Let's see. Click on it. That one is not it. Click on it again. We are supposed to see the list those same things, but this time around they will have been showing install or something. That back is like you interrupted it. I don't know if you click on cancel now, everything might roll back. You go and start again. I think this time that we click on cancel, I think that's everything I forward. Click on cancel. Let me see what you are going to click on cancel. Let me see what. Have you selected cancel? Are you sure you
Yes,
want
sir.
to cancel adding products? Yes, click on yes. Because no matter how you wait here now, I've already made that mistake. Go back and double click again. Let's see whether it will be faster since some of them have been installed before. Go back to your, we can no longer see your screen. You try and start the process again. Go and click on the downloaded software. To share your screen, we are not seeing your screen.
Oh, I'm coming.
We are still waiting now.
Okay.
Share your screen. What are you doing there that is taking time? Okay, I think just hold on. Just hold on. I think it did not. Just hold on. I think it's fast. It's installing now. Just hold on.
Good.
How did you got here? You click on it again.
Yes. Hi. Good. We'll have to start from the beginning again.
No, this one is installing. The other one was downloading.
Oh, okay.
After that step, then it has already downloaded them, so you just pick it up from installation. So this was supposed to be
Okay.
the next step when you click on back. So we are still
Okay.
just hold on.
Yeah. Thank God.
Let's hold on whether she. You can hear me, please share your screen, please. Kosi. Kosi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please share your screen. Let's see what you are doing there.
I'm doing it.
Okay, good. Now click on next. Make sure you hear what I'm saying before you click. Click on next. If anything is covering it, don't click on next, not cancel. Have you clicked on it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, click on next.
Again.
Yes.
I
Sure.
should click on next now.
How many times have you clicked on the next?
I think 2 times.
Click on it
Let me wait
again.
first.
Nothing has changed.
Ready to configure.
Click on next. I'm seeing what you have here. I
Okay.
want to see it moving. Just hold on. Now, when it gets to this place, like I was telling us, this is the reason why you must not have another SQL or another server using the same port 300306. So you just make sure you don't touch anything here. Just click on next. Or yeah, click on next. If you have clicked, let me know. Just
I've
hold
done
on.
that.
Good. Now, the same thing. Don't touch anything here. We're going to use strong password encryption for authentication, and that is the method that is recommended, which means that after this step now it's going to prompt us an interface where we choose a password that will connect the server to the Workbench, which have also been installed alongside with it. So click on next. Click on next. Click on next. Just hold on. Just hold on. Let me see the information first. Good. Now, you take your biro and paper. I don't want to hear story. You are going to create strong password. That password, make sure that you have @ all those stuff inside, and make sure that it's not less than 8 characters. Or yeah, create it now and impute it. And if you forget this password, before you get this application installed in your system again, it might require formatting. Never make that mistake. So whatever password you are putting, make sure you write it down first. So Kosi, please write down your password and impute it in the 2 boxes.
Is what and what is it supposed to contain?
I was just saying it now. You can combine letters, make sure that there is @ all those underscore inside. If you don't, maybe I should just give you one so in case you forget. You are not using it, so nobody will break into your password. This one is just your local database. Let me create one so that you will not go and have issue. Type Digitech. The D should be capital letter. Have you typed that? Digitech. The D should be
Yes,
capital
sir.
letter. Type it now.
Okay, should
No,
I be typing on the screen or write on my paper first?
type it on the screen. I'm writing it here. When you are through, you will write it on your paper. Just type the first letter, Digitech. The first letter should be capital letter, Digitech. Digitech. That is DIGITECH. Is that what you type? Because we are not going to see it. So that's what you type.
Yes, sir.
Then put
Yes, sir.
type @ 2026. Art. Hope you know the symbol of art too. You know how to press art now. Art 2026. Please be fast, so that we can complete the process. Can Kosi hear me? You are not typing. Art 2026.
I have to use the control button and then
you have not typed, you have not entered your email before. If you have entered your email, the same art you normally type now. Art 2026. Have you typed it? You can't see anything is moving here. Kosi, you are wasting my time. Art 2026.
She's not working. It's not typing, no.
Your art is not typing.
Yes.
Okay, can you use underscore 2026? Can you type underscore? Can you type underscore?
I just did.
Oh, that is on that you cannot see. That's what I'm telling you. You have to be sure of what you are typing. If you miss it, you will format your system before this will enter. That's why I'm very careful about it.
Jesus Christ.
But all this while you have not entered your email with your laptop, or you don't know how to type the @ symbol. What button are you pressing?
I was asking you what button I'm supposed to press. My system, my keyboard is not sure. Most of the things that are written here are not like the command that is.
Oh yeah, create your password with the one you are seeing, the letters you are seeing. What are the letters you are seeing? Just that I don't want you to waste time. Just I wanted you to create the password. I wanted to create it for you.
Can we use like full stop instead of this this stuff?
Yeah, put full stop now. Full stop 2026. That is that is at
2026.
Yeah, that is the 2026, have you? Have you typed it?
Yeah, I'm typing the 2026.
Have you typed the dot before? The full stop.
Yes.
Oh yeah, type the same thing in the next box. Oh yeah, let's see whether to accept it. The same Digitech. Remember the D is capital letter. You take your time to go and master your keyboard. Okay, very necessary. Even though they are not well labeled, by now you will have known where at. These are important signs you must know. So you cannot enter email. Yeah, click outside. Let me see, because it must have detected whether it's strong or weak. Click outside. Click outside. Yeah. Click anywhere outside. Let me see.
I just did.
I don't think what you put there is not up to. What you do now is that go back to the first one. Add the 1, 2, 3, 4. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, which means the number is not enough. That is why it has not picked it. Go back to the first box and write 1, 2, 3, 4. Add it to it. Add it to the first one before you come back to the second box. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go back to the second box and add it also. Does not. Once it accepts it, you were told that it must be a very strong. If you can see that art by now, it will have gone. Because it's still seeing everything as character. Is there no way you can find that art? You can open Microsoft Word Open Microsoft Word and try the letter until you get the one that's giving you at. Then you now use it to type now. Just open Microsoft. I'll be trying the button until you see once you see, you mark it down. I'm surprised you have not yet found, because that means you have not entered email on this your laptop before. And even we are seeing the password. Please be fast too, because my laptop battery should go down. This is actually the last stage. Once we finish this list now, you can just help us to get that art to take it, because I have not seen any special character. That is why that nest is not active. But you need a very strong password. Go to are you trying that? What are you trying to do? Let's know. Open Microsoft Word. Open Microsoft Word. Go and troubleshoot to find out which one is asked. Then you can come back and type it. Or this environment is not allowing you to exit. Go see if you can hear me. Please talk back. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to go and get the art.
Yeah, do fast, do fast, do fast.
Oh, God. All these things are blocking my screen.
Art, okay, art 2026. Have you tried the art?
Yes, sir.
2026. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, go to the next. Don't put full stop again. Go to the next line. Type the same thing you type. Digitech at 2026. 1, 2, 3. The D should be capital letter. Digitech at 2026. 1, 2, 3. Good, perfect. Now write it down. Write it down. You can see that I showed you what? Strong. Write it down. Do you remember what you type? Digitech at
Yes, sir.
2020. Have you written it down? Please write it down before I leave here now, because we will still enter it somewhere one more time. So make sure you write it down. Once you are done writing it down, let me know. Have you written it
I've
down now?
written it down.
Okay, now
Yes, sir.
click on next. Click on next down. Next is active now. Click on next. Click on next. Don't put anything here. Just follow the default settings. Click on next.
Again.
Yes, click on next. Now, the same thing here. Don't impute anything. Click on next. Don't change any of these settings. Next, click on next. Perfect. Now, click on execute. Click on execute. Click on execute. Good. Just hold on to initialize all these commands. So we're almost through now. Okay, now click on finish. Click on finish. Okay, now click on next. Don't worry, click on next. Click on next. Now you hold on here. Okay, now, okay, finish. Sorry, let me see what is happening there. Now, what you are going to do here, can you check that option at the top? That option, that bootstrap MySQL route. Check that option at the top. Just check it. Good. Okay, let me see if we can host name IP address. Don't worry, remove it. Remove it. Let me see something. Remove it. So yeah, click on finish. Click on finish. Click on finish. Click on next again. Don't worry. Click on next. Perfect. Good. Now, that place of password, that password that we type it there. Username root, you are not changing it. Please make sure you don't change the username root. Leave it there. Just enter the password that you created that time. So this is where we are going to know whether if the password you type initially did not work here. Just know that you may have to format your system before it can enter. So this password is what is linking the server with the Workbench. Have you typed the password complete?
Yes, sir.
Now click on check. Click on check under it to confirm it before it will allow you to proceed. Perfect. So you can see at the top there, you can see connection succeeded, right? Which means your password aligned. Then click on next. Down, you see next. Click on next. Okay, now click on execute. You are almost through. Click on execute. Hold on. Finish now. Click on finish. Click on finish. What do you have there? I'm not seeing you. Okay. Oh, yeah, next. Don't worry. Click on next. Now finish. Finish. What do you have there? Can no longer see your screen. Has it gone from the screen, or can you share your screen again? Let's see what you have there. Kosi, if you can hear us, talk back. You have to be talking so that Okay, so now the last thing. Kosi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good. Now, what we are going to do now, scroll down. I'm not seeing the full screen. There are still some information down. Scroll down. So it has opened the Workbench, but now the last thing is for to create a file. Just scroll down to see the last part. Scroll down, keep scrolling to see the last part. Is it the last part?
Yes.
I'll go up again. This is not where I should be. Now click on that browse documentation. Let me see whether that will bring out the options I'm looking for. Browse documentation. Yes, hold on. I hope it should complete before my laptop actually goes down. You see that it's still loading, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh God. Okay, see what you do. That icon, that place where you have fish. Try clicking on it. Let me see.
Where I have what?
Where you have fish, that icon that look like fish, the database icon. Tap on it. Let me see. Tap
This one.
I'm not. Your cursor is not moving now.
This place.
Your cursor is not moving. I'm not seeing your cursor moving. It's like the action you perform under browse documentation is yet to complete.
Under browse.
Is your mouse pointer moving over there?
Yes.
But it's not moving here, so you have to stop sharing and share again.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Something just came up now, eh? Okay, that is not here. Share again, let me see.
Can you see it?
Okay, this is what came out when you click where. No, now take us to where is that interface you were before? Is this what came out?
This was what came out.
After you click on that
Yes, when I
document?
click the documentation.
Okay, yeah, click on that, click on my SQL. No, go back to the app. This one took us to a website. The app, check under the app icon should be there. That interface is still running on the ground there. Just cancel this one, don't worry, cancel this one. Cancel this one, just close this browser. Just minimize the browser. Please be fast. Minimize the browser. Minimize the browser. By your right hand side, there's minimize button there, Kosi. Click on it. Can you minimize?
I just did.
Now that icon that I asked you to click on it. That fish icon, tap on it. Let me see.
This one.
Under file, can you
This
see
one.
file? Can you see file? I'm not seeing your cursor moving here. Can you see file? Can you see edit? Can you see view? Can you see database at the top? Can you see those things I mentioned?
File. Edit. Database. No.
Which person's screen am I seeing there? Is it not your screen? Okay, can you see welcome to my SQL Workbench?
That's the place. That's the screen I'm trying
But
to.
but the things I'm mentioning, are they not there together? Are you not seeing file? Are you not seeing edit? Are you not seeing view? Are you not seeing database? Are you not seeing tools? Are you not seeing scripting? Are you not seeing help? All these things I mentioned, are you seeing them?
No.
What do you mean by no? I'm seeing them here now. At the top, before the welcome, what are you seeing at the top? By your left hand side, you see the fish icon. You see something like a diagram there. You see arrow. Those three buttons, are you seeing them?
I don't know what I've pressed to. I think I've already minimized everything out of. This place, right? Where I have welcome to my SQL Workbench.
It's well with you. Now click on the fish icon here. Look at the fish icon by your left here.
Scripting.
Fish. You don't know the shape of the drawing of fish. Are you not seeing icon that look like fish?
I was not seeing the full screen. The fish.
Click on it. When you click on that fish, what do you have? I just want to check something. There's an environment you are supposed to be that I'm not seeing. Okay, you know what will happen. Oh yeah, cancel this, cancel it. Let's go and start it properly. Cancel it. See cancel down. Cancel it. We can always open it. See, look at where we have back, execute, cancel. Click on cancel. See if you want to remove it from the screen. Let's set it out. Maybe to open to, because there's one more. Oh yeah, go back. click on your taskbar. Can you see my, see. Let me share my screen and show you so that I don't waste time. I'm not sure you know what is taskbar now. Can you see my screen now?
Shy.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
can you see where I'm touching? Can you see where I'm touching?
Yes.
Just click there on your own and type MySQL. It will bring it out. Just
Okay.
when you type, did you see that? Can you see the MySQL workbench?
MySQL.
Now share your screen again. Let me see it. Share your screen. Just want to show you that.
MySQL shell.
Go share your screen. Let me see it so that I don't pick the wrong one.
Okay, I'm coming.
I just want us to complete it so that others can use it to complete their own before next class. I want to start this process. Share your screen. Oh, let's try and finish it before my laptop will go off. Go see, share your screen. Are you looking for where the button is again?
It's sharing already.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
What should I type?
I am not seeing your screen. Okay, just
Can
call
you
it
see
now.
it, sir?
Just hold on. You have not closed this environment. This was what I asked you to close now. So we have asked you to close this page. Close this, close this page that is showing my SQL workbench. Close it.
No.
This you are now. Close this interface you are. Close it. I don't want to see it. We are done with it. Is it that you cannot close it? Now go and search for, go to that place that I asked you to search. Type MySQL while your screen is sharing. Your screen is not showing. Share your screen. I want to be seeing what is coming out when you type those keywords. So I will know whether you are picking the right word or not.
What should I type?
MySQL. Just type MySQL. By the time you type MyQ, type MySQL. Type MySQL. 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 Have you typed it?
Workbench.
Yes, hold on. Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, click on it. Open it. The first one. The first one that say app. That's the one you are opening. Open it. Have you clicked on it?
The workbench.
Pay attention. Pay attention. You are just wasting my time. I say click on the first one, Workbench. Look at it there now, 8.0 app under it. Have you clicked? Just hold on if you have clicked. Let me see what is going to open. There are still some things. Open it. There are still some things we are not seeing. I wish my own has completed and we have ended all these thesis. Just expand it, maximize it, let the full page open. That's why we are not seeing what we are supposed to see. Do you know what is called maximize this app? Maximize the app. I don't want to see part of the desktop. Let it cover the full screen. Maximize, there is something under. When you scroll down, what do you have there? Scroll down. I want to see the there is a cancel button there. This immigration assistant, cancel it. This information here, cancel it. That's good. Now, you see where you have my SQL connection, click on the plus sign. Let's do the final thing and leave here. Can you see it now? Good, that plus sign, good. Now,
Yes, sir.
you click on it, that is the final, good. Now, that means you have connection name, type any name there, maybe the person you want to analyze the data for. Type any name, you can put your name there. After this, now we are through. The next class will pick it up from here. So everybody must get here before the next class. If not, all the code will be right, you will not be able to follow us up. Now, just put your name. Now, come to where you have store in values. Under password, come down. Every other thing should remain the way they are after you have entered the name. Come down before my battery will come. Let's try and finish this process. Can you come down to where you have password, Kosi? There's a place where click on store in values. Store in values. Click on it. Yes, click on it. Now that password that you created that time, you put it there. This is the final thing. That means the next time you come here, it will be asking for the password. That's why you are storing it. Oh yeah, type it fast. This is the last stage.
The same password?
Yes, that's what I said. Sorry, don't make mistake. Are you done typing it?
Just did.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
click OK. Click OK. You click OK, we should know whether it's the same. Now click on connection, click on test connection. Click on test connection. Under test connection, let's see. Have you clicked? Perfect. Now click OK. So if you click on test connection and you do not get successfully made, it means your password. That's why I was saying you have to make sure, because when you get to the place of password, make sure you write it down. Now click OK. Click OK to create the file. Click OK. Now after cancel, there's OK there. Click on it to now create the connection. Good. So you can see COSI now connection. Now the next class now, once we open it, you just click on the COSI. Let's see whether it will open to your development environment where you are going to be writing and analyzing your data. Perfect. So finally, so this is where, so you can see that your server is active. That place where you have management, instance, performance, that is the presence of your server. While this other side where you have one, that is the space we are going to use to write our code. So this is where we store. So please, everybody should follow the entire process and get their workbench and server set up before the next class. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
How will I save it?
You don't need to save, just close. Next class, you just type MySQL to call it out.
Okay.
Just close. You don't need to. All right, good night, everyone.